Honorable Minister Srikanth Badiga, J. Ranjan Garu, Mr. Sina, my dignitaries in the dais and off the dais and media. A very good evening to you. Now we are talking about literacy, the day long, the week long which is happening at Digital India, Digital Telangana. By this time you must be aware of what we are talking about, the digital literacy. Digital literacy in Telugu, we call Aksharasyata. Prior to going to what exactly is digital literacy, we need to just go back and see what is literacy and what is illiteracy. There was a generation when talking about full literacy in any state or any district, any rural point. Now, later part, that was the revolution did happen, an evolution happened, and that was evaluated by what is called a net. The evolution between the general, evolution between the from your regular practice of living, from literacy to net literacy, took a longer time. That was basically because the involvement of the people who are using it and the governance, the good governance, because there was a huge gap between these two things. Because of that, the literacy could not catch up much faster. I'm talking about the net literacy. Then when the net literacy happened, then the evolution did come much faster. Now, because of the dynamic government at the central and state, we are talking more about the computerization and e-governance and everything. Now, because of the mobile apps, we are talking about digital literacy. According to me, you have three kinds of things as well when you talk about digital literacy. One, if it is digital literacy. Next one would be digital citizenship. Next, finally, would be the digital leadership, which would finally would lead it. Talking about digital literacy, it is like for any individual, a business house, any profit-making company or any company would supposed to be get into digital operations of digital and should get into the mode of digitization of their operations, because in the coming years, what you find is from the moment you start from your home to by the time you reach the office, then again you start from your office, operating at your office and go back to your house. Everything you find is all digital, and you will not find anything which you could really search upon or live upon the primitive one. So that is as far as digital literacy is concerned. We got to upgrade ourselves. Not only we, but otherwise also as an employment provider, as an employee, we are supposed to see how best we are upgrading the technology. It is a duty of the technology providers also to make it more and more user friendly. When you talk of ease of government, ease of governance would come when you have a good citizens. Now, earlier we used to call it as a citizens, next it has turned to net citizens. Now it is going to be digital citizen. We can call it basically because unless until you get into the mode of accepting the technology, government cannot help. So I would say these three areas, basically a digital literacy part, digital citizenship and the digital leadership. Now the digital leadership, where the real place is, as an lead owner of the business or a government, we need to look into the areas of how best that can you adopt the technology and make a user friendly environment. And as a citizen, we are supposed to, it is our basic duty to follow the rules and regulations of the government and adhere to the policies. Basically, it's not like signing when you try to buy an application, you just blindly sign to agreed terms and conditions. That's not a thing. That is where the digital literacy would come into picture. You need to understand for what purpose is this been meant for the particular application or whatever it is. Then you got to read the terms and conditions, or not for at least for once, understand the entire theory, then sign it. That would really help not only the user but also the application provider. Coming back to Phoenix as a group, we are committed to NASSCOM for foundation, that in the coming future we would certainly help them in providing computers, because this is the area. Because in the morning session when we heard from the world renowned economist and the former governor of Andhra Pradesh and former governor of RBI, Mr. Rangarajan told us very simple thing. He said, how did the evolution happen? Most important is not only the technology evolution, it is the most important affordability. The affordability of a common man should be there as a only then the technology, we call it a successful story. So I would insist upon once again get into those areas of developing a technology which is very much user friendly and adaptable. Now adaptable is finally the instrument which anybody would hold it. So how are you going to do that is a major challenge. Now there where the government should come into picture and see to, and the corporates also, In fact, there is where I'm from that particular area where I'm trying to come in and say we are here to, as a part of corporate social responsibility, we are ready to provide the available whatever required infrastructure to the industry, to the users. To start with, users, you have varied verticals of users. First, I would like to say we are ready to give computers to the schools, there where the generation would start. Then probably to the SMEs. SMEs also we were ready to help to the government. So this is a commitment to NASSCOM. And once again, as far as digital leadership is concerned, once again I'll tell you, I urge you people to be a good citizens, netizens, a digital user applications and the technology for good purpose. Be a good citizen, pay your taxes on time, support the government, utilize, make maximum utilization, save your time, and at the same time you'll be saving this government's time also. Thank you so much once again for giving me this opportunity to share my thought process. Thank you so much.